I've been off my immune suppressants for about a week, maybe a little over a week, and at first I was fine, but let me tell you, today I woke up in horrible pain. I went to bed early. I got up, just before 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how much my body's not cooperating with me. So I have one more day. Today's the last day of antibiotics left. But this happens to us all the time because we're so immune suppressed, and there's not a lot you can do about it. Between lupus flares that we can never really know when it's going to happen, and having to come off your immune suppressants for a number of different reasons. One would be some kind of infection, you get sick, whatever. It's extremely difficult, almost impossible to keep a job if you have moderate to severe disease activity. So if that's you and you're facing financial issues because of it, then this video is going to be for you. The other group of people this video is going to be for are for those of you in countries where you're not able to access good health care or the medications like Benlysta, Safnillo, things that are keeping a lot of us going. I know Benlysta is keeping me going. Are unavailable in the country that you're in, and maybe you're thinking about immigrating to another country that has a better healthcare system and more lupus medications are available to you. So this video is also going to be for you guys as well. I know there's a few of you on here. For that specific group of people, this video is going to go with my digital nomad visa video. Keep a lookout for that one as well. I think anything, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again, anything that lets you be your own boss and make your own schedule is a perfect fit for us in this particular situation because, we don't know when we're going to be feeling well. Like right now, I had a really good sleep schedule and it would be impossible, completely impossible for me to wake up at, let's say, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. It just isn't going to happen. And I've had to accept that it's not going to happen for me. And I think that's the case for a lot of us. So look, I've tried a couple different things. Now, what I think is the best solution to this problem is a remote job, period. If you're one of these people that aren't having such an issue with your sleep schedule and you can consistently get up at that time in the morning, then I would say if you have ever been in a secretarial position, any kind of desk job, then a good option might be medical billing and coding. I did do this. The problem I see with this is that it's very hard to get your first job in the field, and it's generally not going to be remote. You're going to have to get a good number of years of experience before you can get a remote job. That's just what I experienced and talking to other people that were coders as well. So there's that. And of course, that is a structured Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever. So there's that. And there's also a lot of medical office jobs that you can do remotely. I've seen a bunch of them. This, I think, has really come from the vid. You guys know what I'm talking about. So a lot of jobs now are remote, and that's great for us, honestly. One of the other things, if you're tech savvy, you can go on Udemy and get a class and then take the Security A+ and some other tech certifications to get a job in tech. There's a number of tech jobs that are fully remote, and they do pay quite well. There's web developer, there's just all kinds of tech jobs. So anything like that, you'll always have a job, and it's just not hard to find a good paying job in tech, to be honest with you. And as I said, a lot of them are remote. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Tech jobs, the certifications that you're going to want to get are going to vary depending on what part of the world you're in. So I know that they're slightly different in Europe than they are in the United States. Now on to my favorites. So you know how I was saying that I really feel like the best thing for us in our particular health situation is to be our own boss? Let's get into that real quick. So there's a couple of things that you can do. First of all, Udemy is a really good resource. And a lot of courses that, like for a couple of mine, they were initially about $150. I caught them on sale for like $20. So go on Udemy, get on there when they have a sale, just keep your eye out. They do it periodically all the time. I actually am a certified life and a certified health coach. And this is really good because, listen, you might want to go for a certain niche and get a certification in that particular niche, and that's certainly available on Udemy. There's other platforms you can find those certifications if you want, but I had a really good experience with Udemy, so you can easily start your own business this way, go on Fiverr, go on Upwork, and just start from there and then move your way up. You can easily do that. You're making your own schedule, you're your own boss, and you have your own business. There's no cap on what you can make, and you can do this when you're home with your kids or you're not feeling good. Like, you're on your own schedule. That's my biggest thing for us. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have an interest in life coaching or health coaching, and that's fine. But there's something that you're good at and you can monetize it. So that's all I'm saying here. Also, the other thing that I'm doing, I am getting my health life variable annuity license in the state that I'm in. Now, the thing about this is once you have a license in one state, you can easily, it's just an application and a fee to get it in multiple different states. What I like about this is that you can work in whatever time zone you want. Get a license in one state in each time zone, and then you're good. You know, if your flare is keeping you up at night and that's maybe when you have energy, I know I definitely experienced this, then if you have a license in each time zone, you can work in the middle of the night. It doesn't matter in that time zone. So that's something I really like about this. Also, it does cost you. So I know in the state of Florida, it's about just under $150 for everything. So you got to pay your pre-licensing fee. So you have this pre-licensing course that you have to take. It doesn't take long. And there's a fee for that. If you contact and start sending your resume out to insurance companies, they will give you a code for a course that they offer, that they want you to take. Not really that they offer, but that they'll send you a link for a course for your state, that you'll get a big discount. So keep that in mind. And then you have to pay for your fingerprinting, and you have to pay for your application fee, and then you pay to take your exam. So altogether, it's about $150. Now, I'm doing this now. I'm taking my test in about 2 weeks, so I've done everything else. I'm just studying for it. It is a lot of information. It's a lot to take in. You're going to have to be creative and just understand the way you learn and the way you obtain the most information in the shortest amount of time. If you guys need any help with that, let me know in the comments section. I can give you guys some ideas and just what helped me. It's definitely worth it. I'm not telling you guys to do anything that I am not doing or haven't tried. Whether you have to do childcare, DoorDash, whatever you got to do, borrow money from family, I want you to think about your ROI, okay, return on investment. So you can be a captive agent, meaning that you only work for one company and sell their lines of insurance, their carriers, insurance carriers, and you have a more structured schedule, but you're salaried, which from what I've seen is about $17 an hour plus commission. That can vary from state to state. And non-captive agents. So non-captive agents work solely based on commission. If you're a good agent and you really do your research on what is the best way to sell these policies, if you make sure that you do that and that you know what you're talking about and you know how to sell to your clients' needs, then you will more than likely be successful at this. There's people making over $200,000 a year doing this, well over. So just on commission alone, this model is very flexible. You make your own schedule. You make your calls when you want to make your calls. And again, if you have a license in all different time zones, then you can do that whenever you want. The other good thing about this is that it is very easy to get a job that will allow you to live in whatever country you want and work from there, as long as you have a home base or an address in the United States. So that I really like about it for my particular situation, because I'm trying to leave the country. That is absolutely gold to me. This is a very good way to get a digital nomad visa. Okay, again, if you want to get a digital nomad visa, you have to be able to work remotely from the United States. Like, your job has to be in the United States or whatever country you're immigrating from, and your job has to be good with you working from another country. So the other thing I really like about this, besides making your own schedule, not having a cap on your income — a lot of people work while they get their kids running around, it's fine — is it's very easy to find jobs. I did my pre-licensing course, my fingerprinting, my application fee. I took care of all of that. The only thing literally I'm waiting for is to take my test. But before I even finished my pre-licensing course, I had a number of job offers already. I have a number of fully remote jobs that don't care what country I'm working from, as long as I hold a license and a residence or address in the United States, to hire me, literally. They're just chomping at the bit waiting for me to get my license. So that is really good. It is not hard to find a fully remote job doing this. Now, I know a couple of you I can think of off the top of my head that could really benefit from this, because maybe you guys have kids running around and you can't drive, or whatever your situation is, and you're really going through it with the lupus, and you're getting maybe, Safnilla or Benlysta infusions. That's tough. Believe me, I know. I've been there with the Safnilla infusions, at least. So you can work as a captive agent if you want to, and have a guaranteed return of investment. You know that you'll be making a good wage plus your commission. So I talked to a few people, and I was trying to find resources for them to help them meet their immediate needs, like community resources. And I started making calls, and it just wasn't looking very good. So I was kind of trying to think of a more long-term solution to this problem, because I could put a Band-Aid on a bleeding artery. What's that going to do? I think that you guys that are in this situation, like I once was, need a long-term solution. So I hope you got something out of this video. Also, if you want to look at getting any kind of tech certifications, like for cybersecurity or whatever, leave it in the comment section, and I will send you the website. There's I forget the name of it. I'll look it up and find it for you guys. But you can get the certifications at a much discounted rate. So let me know. All right, I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay strong, guys.